Yeah, I mean, just a tough loss. You know, we think about the way the runs were scored. I think there were 5 solo home runs, a sac fly, and we left a lot of guys on. We had opportunity to win, and it's just we put ourselves in position to win 3 or 4 times that we kind of executed. We just didn't drive and run, and you got to give credit to their pitchers for that. I thought Fristow did an outstanding job finishing it up for them, but it's just disappointing that we couldn't get that thing done maybe in the ninth, and then kind of the luck of the game in the 11th we lined into a double play when it looks like when it leaves the bat it's for sure a base hit, and thing was I thought it was going to rise a little bit, but it didn't, and first base did a nice play. So great job by our pitching staff. Thought Wiggins didn't have his best stuff, didn't have command like he had of his off-speed stuff. He just didn't have it. Evan Taylor did a nice job for the most part. Tiger was outstanding. Just felt like it was time to get him out. That was enough pitches. So I think he ran out of gas there at the end anyway. And then, Ramage came in and got a big out for us there. And then, the second inning he goes out and he gets one out on one pitch, and I think he hits a guy with a fastball. And that ended up being the winning run. So that was a little hard to swallow. But, for the most part, it was a really good series. I think we made 2 errors in the series, and that one was on a drop pop up, and one was when my right fielder looked up and let the ball get under his glove. Other than that, I thought we played really well. So good series win. Just disappointed we didn't finish it up today.
Dave, you had some guys warming up in the pen. What were the conversations like in the dugout? Did you think about getting Ramage before he gave up those 2 RBI singles?
Well, we had guys warming up, but I don't know what to tell you on that. Yeah, we had guys warming up, but he was the guy. He needed to get those guys out. I think one of them was with 2 strikes, and the other one was maybe on the first or second pitch. But yeah, you're always looking to go to another guy. I mean, that's pretty obvious.
You mentioned that play. Yeah, looks like you're going to get the game-winning hit there, and then Hancock makes a great leap and catch. Then gets the RBI single to put him ahead. What do you think of the plays he made, and back-to-back innings like that?
Well, I mean, he made an outstanding defensive play, jumping up and catching that ball, and then made a really good throw to second to just barely get Battles up. It would have been nice to see if Michael Turner could have punched one in to give us a victory there, but we didn't get that opportunity. And then for him to get a base hit, he's hitting in the 3-hole for a reason, because he's a clutch hitter. You can kind of throw the batting average out the window. He's hitting the ball hard, and he was the right man up in the right spot. Obviously, he got the big hit for him.
Tiger struck out the first 6 guys he faced. What was working for him, and what did you think of his performance in that spot?
Well, obviously, again, his breaking ball was really working for it. Excuse me, the curveball was really good. He actually threw a slider. He's got a strikeout on a slider. And then his velocity was really good. He's excited. 95, 96, I don't know, 97 maybe. Have to look at that one. But he was throwing a lot of strikes and getting them out front, and it's what he does.
Would Wiggins have come back out in the 6th if he hadn't gotten, the extra controversial plays, made extra pitches, or you're going to bring in Taylor for the left-handers anyway?
I think that he was going to come out anyway. I think he was up to about 80 pitches, and we just didn't feel like he had the command that he needed to have, and he just seemed to be fighting himself. And Coach Hobbs asked him when he went out to the mound in his last inning, how he felt, and I think the wording might have been, "I'm okay." Normally, it's better than that. So that kind of was a hint right there.
What was the explanation you got from the umpire on that pop fly play in the 5th?
Yeah, so the way the rule is, what happened was the umpire, he called it catch. So he called it a catch, and the guy runs back to the bag. Now, I don't know if he saw him throw the arm up, and that's when he ran back. I thought he just started running back. So then we knew he didn't catch it, and we thought we had a force out at second. So they have to review it. So since he called it a catch and it wasn't a catch, then the rule reads you have to give him the base. And that's what they did.
We asked about UCA. Is he doing something tomorrow? Okay. Yeah, obviously a quick turnaround. Do you know who you might start Tuesday, or just what are your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, I don't know yet. Might be able to tell you tomorrow, but I'm not sure 100%. We've got some guys.
You obviously, it's not a new deal now. Playing these in-state teams, you've done a bunch, had pretty good success. But I guess what are your feelings about that game Tuesday?
Well, I'm glad we're playing a game on Tuesday. We got some guys that haven't played in a while that I need to get in there, get some at bats. Play another catcher, get some at bats and catch a game with Leach and and then there's some guys that aren't swinging the bat real good that need to get it going. And there's a couple of guys that are starting to swing it good that I'll leave in the lineup, see if we can continue to improve there. It's just good to play midweek game, and then we'll travel on Wednesday.
Especially good when you had a couple canceled, and this gives you a chance to get back out there at home before you go to Florida.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's nice that we're not playing on the road on Tuesday after this loss. If we'd have lost yesterday and won today, it's a different feeling. You're excited about being 2-1, but when you have a chance to be 3-0, which is hard to do against a good team, especially like Mississippi State, it makes it a little more difficult. But so I'm glad we play Tuesday.
You know anything about UCA? But
No, not a whole lot. I mean, we'll start, looking at as much as we can on them tonight and then tomorrow, and then again on Tuesday morning. So, yeah.
did the bunt surprise you how well they were executed? It seems like both teams really bunted awfully well.
Yeah, I mean, we work on it every day, and our guys, they buy into it, and they bunted well, and they bunted, where they were supposed to bunt. Put a lot of pressure on the defense. I thought they did a great job. I don't know, 3 or 4 sacrifices. It was good to see because it's going to win us some games.
With the pitching plan Tuesday, just to give a lot of guys a lot of work, like a lot of guys an inning, or kind of what would be your?
Well, we play Thursday.
Yeah, right.
So anybody that pitches on Tuesday, I would say there's a good chance that they won't pitch until at least again on Saturday, or maybe they're guys that don't even make the trip.
So it's just a good chance to see some inexperienced guys
Yeah.
you don't usually get
Well,
to see, I guess.
And we're going to try to win the game. We just go out there and give some guys an opportunity. If it goes good, we leave them. If it doesn't, we move on.
Do you anticipate making any lineup changes, particularly at the top after an 0-for-13 weekend for Peyton Stovall?
I don't know. It could happen, but he's still going to be in the lineup. Okay.
You mentioned Wiggins kind of ran out of gas there a little bit at the end, but just kind of what do you think of his overall start? I mean, he got you through 5 innings, and just kind of how do you feel about him and the rest of your starting rotation through this point in the season?
I mean, I think our starting rotation has done a great job. They go out and they give us pretty much 5 innings every time out, usually a little bit more lately. And they give us a chance to get into the game and see what it's all about. I mean, they've done a tremendous job. There's only a few teams in the league that have been able to run out 3 guys pretty consistently like we do and have it work. So, we don't feel like anybody's running out of gas or feel like they're getting better. And I think they've done a great job. Okay.
Career so far, just kind of how'd you feel physically, and did you feel like you had a little bit more left in the tank, or just what were you feeling going into that 4th inning of work?
I felt like I wanted to be in the game. Obviously, we're running on E that late in the game, but you just got to want it. So
I think you struck out the first 4 guys, or maybe it was 5, but what was really working for you?
being aggressive on the mound, just throwing my best stuff right at them.
I mean, when you have an outing like this, how disappointing is it that y'all weren't able to get it done? I mean, what are the kind of emotions after having a good personal outing, but not getting the result you wanted?
Well, it's not really like that. It feels good to have an outing that goes my way, but I'm not disappointed at all. Our team fought really, really hard, and that's going to help us later in the season. So,
What kind of confidence does an outing like this give you moving forward?
same confidence I've had all year. if you don't believe in yourself, nobody will believe in yourself for you.
All right, ready, 3 good.